Anyway, guys, here we go. We got something from Kabrew again. Kabrew, Korean Peach Ale. You're kidding. Peach? I love peaches and apricots. I used to, in Central America, buy a litre Tetra containers of, wow, isn't that gassy? You're kidding. Of the peach juice and the apricot juice. When you first got there, you didn't know the names of things. What was it? I was going to say obrigado. That's thank you in Portuguese. And I don't want to go to any Portuguese countries. But apricot and peach. So it was melocotton. And the other one slipped away. It just disappeared. Peach? Really peachy? You're kidding. That is so peachy. I love peaches, apricots, real good ones. You know, we got an apricot tree here. I should grow a peach tree. My old man, he was spewing. He went to Byron Bay and they bought a farm and they were growing all these things. And all he wanted to grow was peaches and apricots, but it was too hot. They don't set. So you need cold weather, and they didn't have any cold weather. So he couldn't grow them. He was spewing. Cheers, guys. This is lovely. And it was a bit too far south for the mangoes to do any good, so they pulled them out. They were pretty useless. You're kidding. The phone's going for walkies. Yeah, so in the end we grew golden squash, chilies. I brought back seeds from Central and South America, and we grew chilies. We grew flowers. My mum got into the flower business and made a fortune. It was doing really well. Go to market, they'd, sell $500-600 worth of flowers and only be there half a day, so it was a good day out. I remember dropping off flowers, chilies, golden squash, a lot of other things, lemongrass. We had other things growing, and I'd drop them off to guest houses. They'd want them, bed and breakfast, Byron Bay Hotel. We're going to Ballina, a couple of florists down there bought a lot of stuff off us, and Mum went all the way up to the Gold Coast. It was a big drive, but she said she sold shitloads, so it was worth doing. No, it was a good business, flower business, northern New South Wales. They grow really easy and quick, and a lot of rain, a lot of sunshine, warm weather. The big trick up there is to find a property with a really good soil. That's basically the biggest trick of all. Mum and Dad had the red soil, which is fantastic. You either go the red or the real rich. And it's not that rich, the tropical rainforest black soil, but it's probably not as rich as the red. Sylvan down here in Melbourne, wandering around that area, got red soil. It's like a mad area for growing all the goodies, peaches, cherries, you name it, apricots, good veggies, it all works. Anyway, we're just out here with the dog, as you know what it's like. Could have a dog. And we have kangaroos and foxes, and the foxes moved in. You're kidding. Oh, I've had a couple. I thought I'd have a new glass for a new beer. I think that first picture there was done by Faye's dad when he just sort of had a bit of a muck around. An old neighbour gave me that next door neighbour in Camberwell when I lived there for a couple of years. I don't know, I think that's one of Faye's. The monk one, I had to buy that. And if you look closely, there's a bit of nipple action and pretty evocative, but what I liked about it was the one girl looked like a Philippine girlfriend of mine. It was pretty fucking awesome. You see a picture like that, it's like all the things that can take you down in life. You know, the sexy woman, the one that's just a fucking nympho. She was like one of them, a nympho. The new hot water we had to put in when we got back from Thailand. Bit of a trip or two over here on this wall. You're kidding. And then in the Buddhist sort of thing going on, which is a lot of my life, you know, like Buddhism's a pretty main part of my life, the philosophy, and the artwork's pretty nice. I collect a few old bits and pieces. I like these tankers. This is the fucking garage, mate. It's a mess at the moment. And we sit here. I'll tell you how many times Robbie's fallen asleep in that chair, because they recline. They're like beautiful leather. They rock. You're kidding. They rock. And they recline and the footrest comes out. I reckon they're grouse. I bought them when I sold my block of land. If I go get rid of them, I go, no fucking way. I'll die before I get rid of these. They're just like, I've slept in it so many times on my own, but other mates have come around and you lay back and listen to the music. I've got speakers behind the tankers. You're kidding. And I made these speakers. You're kidding. Handy, but I've ripped the guts out and rebuilt them with Vifa stuff. Back in the 80s, mate. And we've got a couple of back speakers up here. That one's moved. Anyway, so we'll sit here looking at the Buddhas, listen to the loudest music ever. You're kidding. And then you got, you know, I put this together. Look, it's fallen down. I put this together back, you know, like, you're kidding. Back in the 80s, I put this together. These are mostly like trips from the late 80s, 85 on. Look at that. That's a beautiful sunset. That was a ripper day. Anyway, it is what it wasn't. A few little odds and ends. When you're a monk, you get all these little bits and pieces. People give them to you. Look at this one. Here's a little money one. Here's a good one. You always got to like that one. Prachina art. Yeah, anyway, guys. Yeah, look at that for a sunset. Krabi or Ao Panang. That was down there as well. You're kidding. There's the old stereo. You're kidding. It's the old valve-driven German, I think Swedish company, Handic. A lot of the Channel 7 and some of the big companies is Handic sound equipment. This is ancient. It's quadraphonic. You're kidding. Quadraphonic. There's the bag. Really just got back from Thailand. You're kidding. I won't pack it away. I just want to go again. But yeah, quadraphonic, the old banger. Sounds grouse when you set it up. Simsy had it for a while. Pedro Thai had it. We've all had it. You're kidding. Alright. There's the Lexus. Oh yeah, Faye had the bumper ripped off. She had to run in with a truck the other day. That's why sorry I haven't done many videos, guys. She ripped the fucking whole bumper off, disconnected lights, smashed lights, Destroyed the fucking whole thing, mate. You can't fucking believe it. How's this? You're fucking kidding. What a mess. That was all caved in. We've had to just get it looking half decent. The bumper was run over and destroyed. Scratches everywhere. Everything was ripped off. And look how we got it going. We got it all back on. No, Laurie helped me. And then I sprayed it after we went home and we got it all fucking back on the road. You're happy days. You're fucking kidding me. Well, guys, I'm sick of the pictures now. I've got a bit of change up. Put some new ones up. The car's, well, fucking nearly done 400,000 clicks in this thing. Can you imagine that? 400,000. There's my shadow. Did I tell you I got a shadow? Everywhere I go, she's there. You're kidding. So, yeah, this is what I've got to put up with. It's a hassle. I've got my old car over here that's unregistered now because of COVID. Can't afford to do it. Well, I don't really want to do it. I'm going to sell it. I was looking at Magnetic Island, thinking of going to Magnetic Island, buying a house there really close to the beach and the restaurants and shops, and doing the 15-minute thing, where I can have a body surf and a snorkel walking distance from my house. How good's that sound? I'm going. You're kidding. We'll get a decent place for about 500-600 grand, maybe 900. You get somewhere close to the beach, maybe a view, or you can build up or something. But whack a pool in, all of a sudden, happy days. Anyway, there's a dog. Icky, you good girl, aren't you? She's 12 now. They don't live much longer than that usually. Japanese Spitz. Anyway, it is what it wasn't. These flowers are nice, aren't they? You're kidding. You're kidding. Alright, time to care. See us.